powerful deck. So it's a good start, but we'll see how it fares up against this. We didn't see much of this Paladin yesterday, so we'll see how that goes with all the Murlocs. Kind of interested to see how he chooses to use this deck versus the combo Murloc.
Yeah, both players have decent hands going into this guy. Leonhand's a bit of a dead pickup, and Tyrion's a bit of a dead pickup at the moment, but they both have early game bodies which they can throw down, and a Consecrate will definitely do some work, especially if he hits a muster at some point. He'll have an immediate answer to that.
Yep, he's got a lot of choices here. He can pop send the Juggler out. He can just do the Secret Keeper and save the coin. But he didn't have another 1-drop to make that turn 3 really good with the Juggler. So maybe just the mini-bot's the best answer here, or the best opening, should I say?
Yeah, mini-bot challenges your opponent's Knife Juggler, and if you play Knife Juggler yourself and your opponent plays mini-bot, it becomes a little awkward.
Yep, and we can see that the mini-bot is on the other Paladin's hand. So it's going to be mini-bot wars, and then they both got Jugglers.
Just lining up. So Secret Keeper Repentance, I imagine, just to develop something with a bit more health that doesn't die to the mini-bot straight away. Repentance is not going to hit anything of value this early on in the game, but it's more just to make sure that that Secret Keeper will stick around.
Yeah, even the Aldor though, if the Aldor gets thrown down on one of these guys, making that a 3-1, it makes it much easier to deal with than anything else. Oh, he could. Does he even want to risk? I think the risking the juggle is actually worthwhile here. Because if you juggle any of the minions, your mini-bot's going to do some work here.
Yeah, this ZombieChloe is definitely going to make the board in LoveCX's favour.
Yeah, and he can just kill off. This is nice.
The Knife Juggler did its job then, luckily. And now looking at Chloe's turn, like, he just has a Knife Juggler of his own, and he doesn't have any juggles to go off, so a bit awkward here.
Yeah, and the way he's worked this is that he'll probably throw the oh, we can just Aldor actually, or Consecrate. Is this worth consecrating? Maybe.
I think so. Aldor might find a better target later on.
Yeah, it's just if you Aldor now, you can keep hold of all of your minions.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you save Consecrate for muster. And you get the 3/3 body, but decided to go with Consecrate, which is fine. I think it's pretty close which one you're going to go for. And like you said, Aldor you might want to use on a bigger target, like the Shredder that's going to drop down right now.
Yep. And he was even trying to pull that Shred onto the board before it was his turn. Very confident in what he's going to play there. Oh, Coghammer's pretty decent as well.
I think he's still like the Aldor. He really wants to keep this Aldor intact and in his hand and ready to go. It's just a strange one because the 3/3 body itself isn't to be undervalued.
That's true. I mean, maybe Aldor and a low feb would be a lot better in this situation, I suppose. And maybe even maybe he's thinking, I'm going to keep this guy for that challenger. Wait for all that Avenge nonsense to go off, and then just drop him down to 1 attack.
Yeah, that's true. It's just sometimes you can't afford to hold off too long. And there's an old Murkai, which surely is going to come down to clear that 2/2 up. Why not, right?
I mean, what else would you do? I mean, if you play Aldor,
he doesn't even have to use it to clear the 2/2. He can use his weapon and still play the Murkai and go face and have it as a 2/4.
Interesting. I think he's gonna choose Aldor here just to protect his ZombieChloe. And look at this board; it's so powerful right now. I mean, it's got a lot of small minions, but it's quite overwhelming for Chloe, who just doesn't have any AoE removal right now.
Yeah, well, it's turn 6 and he has challenges, so that turn kind of played itself. And then we'll see how LoveCX wants to actually deal with this. Consecrate's actually pretty reasonable. But the Murloc's going to be important, actually. He can proc the 2/1 however he wants.
Yeah, he can use the 1/1, he can use his weapon. He's probably trying to work out how much damage he's going to need, because that weapon might actually be key to cleaning up another minion later. Alright. So where's this Avenge going to go? On the challenger.
That's probably good.
That's good, yeah.
You want it you want everything on one minion, so you can just focus on one. If the Avenge went on the Lotheb, then what? You're looking at a 4/7, which is pretty ruthless.
I mean, you can clear the Lotheb now as well with his minions.
Yep, this is nice.
And he still keeps. Yeah, that seems fine. I might have considered keeping Consecrate there. and play an old Murkai.
I don't know. I kind of like this because then he keeps the charge if he needs it. Is he going to trade everything into the 9/6 though? I didn't know if he was going to keep it alive. If the 9/6 just attacks the Chow next turn, then you're pretty happy, right?
Yeah, I think you can leave it there for now.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
He's on 8 health as well. I know he's going to get heals from the zombie Chow, but you know he's pretty low on health, and his Tyrion coming up next turn as well.
He's going to get the heal back from the Chow though, so that's nice. 2 secrets, pretty okay actually. Avenge Redemption isn't too bad. And so there's 5, 6. He's got 7 damage available, but he's going to get Tyrion down first. What do we want to do?
In the animation, and animations are catching up a little bit there.
Yeah, so this is actually okay. I like just killing the 10/5 and playing Tyrion.
Yeah, so get that redemption go off first, and that avenge. Where does it go? On just to a normal body, okay. Redemption, gonna just pick up the 1/1, which isn't great, and now he can clear the 10/5 if he wants, and then just slam Tyrion and feel good about stuff. Huh.
Okay. So he's relying on the fact that the 10/5 will have to die running into Tyrion, but that's definitely a little bit scary because if there was a silence, then you're in trouble.
Tyrion battles. It looks like he might have to do it though. Yeah, I mean a good read there from LoveCX.
And even so, he has the old Murkai to prop the Tyrion if he really needed to as well. So that's kind of nice.
He does lose his entire board. So...
Oh, he can actually kill Tyrion actually. That's rough.
Oh, equality. Yeah.
Never mind.
He can still do it.
Yeah, so you just equality, run the Murkai in, and then kill it, I think. Do you want to take that much damage? I suppose you got to take 6 damage if you don't, right?
You're gonna take the 6 damage regardless if you leave it alive, so you might as well get rid of it. It's just giving him the 5 attack weapon, which is a bit of a nuisance, but there's no way to avoid it at this point. I don't think he's run any silence.
And he has Lay on Hands anyway, so...
Yep. Oh, interesting. Happy to leave the Tyrion there for now. Oh, Aldo Peacekeeper is going to make it a bit more painless, and he'll be able to use the Murkai as well to clear it up.
Yeah, he does take a lot of damage this turn.
Oh,
though,
wow,
so
Divine Favor.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
gonna be
I needed
brutal.
some cards? Okay.
Oh, wow. This could actually just YuanChloe the game. Hands down.
That value.
So much value. Because now he's ahead on board. 2 Consecrates have been used by LoveCX as well. And how does he deal with all this?
So I think he needs to equality, Aldor the 6/6, kill it, and then so he has 5 mana left.
Old Murkai can take out the 4/1.
Maybe then play Muster and Minibot.
Doesn't equality either. Interesting.
That just looks wrong. What's he waiting for? This is my confusion.
Yeah.
Is he just trying to hope his opponent doesn't have anything after drawing a million cards? Is this just lethal?
It should be, right? 8,
5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Is he... Oh no, it's lethal with Consecrate.
Yeah, he's got 6 damage from
Yeah,
hand.
it's really weird.
Such a pass. I guess he didn't want to give him the 5 attack weapon. That was another thing to consider. But he didn't even try and clear the 4/1 either. I don't know. It's a super passive play, and this is something I've seen. This is something we've seen from a couple of players in this tournament so far. And just kind of these really passive plays, which ultimately have them losing. They don't fight to survive sometimes. They just kind of fight to sustain.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's not one-off lethal, right? Yeah, that's right. The animation difference on the camera confused me. I was like, he consecrated and he didn't die? What? Okay, so there's a very quick win there for Chloe with his Paladin deck. Not too bad at all.
And I'm pretty sure Chloe's very happy with that, because Chloe kind of had a rough day yesterday.
Yeah, he's happy to just not get borrowed, I imagine. And that's already a good start, I guess.
I wonder if this aggro mage will actually be the downfall of Chloe. I hope not. I hope if he's going to win, you know, the aggro mage can actually close it out for him. But that's the one thing I'm worried about. I
think the deck's okay. I just didn't think it really hit for him yesterday, and that can happen with any deck. When if you just don't draw well, you can't do much. I think the lineup wasn't too great for me either. The deck's okay. It's not fantastic, but I think it's okay enough to actually play. And we did see yesterday where he was very, very close to taking a win with it. So, you know, maybe a bit of a confidence boost with the win. He might lock in the mage now and just go for it.
Well, LoveCX has an interesting deck to lock in eventually if he gets around to it, and that's his Dragon Warlock. But speaking of the mage, here it is, the mage deck, which ultimately sent Chloe to the losers bracket yesterday. So he's going to lock that in now, like you said, and try and keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, basically the way the deck works is you just play the minions early. You can stall with things like Frost Nova and Ice Blocks, gain you one more turn. And when you get to the point where that one more turn you're almost certainly drawing burn, then you can actually just kill your opponent out of nowhere. So that's the way the deck works. We'll just see if it actually performs today as opposed to yesterday.
So LoveCX can still keep his Paladin, or he can change himself, right?
Yep, he could change.
Yeah.
It looks like he might be keeping his Paladin, though, as we've not seen another deck yet.
I think Paladin's not too bad, because he has anti-heal bar, he has Lay on Hands, you know, he has healing options, at least, going against that mage, and he does actually keep with his Paladin, and it looks like Mage is probably going to come up. Let's see if LoveCX can get a win, or let's see if Chloe can get a win with this deck, which caused him a lot of trouble yesterday.
Yep. His opening hand wasn't great. He throws it all away, and it's a little bit better actually. A little bit. The Scientist is pretty nice, just to get some pressure on him to get the Ice Block down. Frostbolt's okay. Again, he's got drawing some burn. Even the Torch, although whether it goes to face, I don't know. But getting the Torch away early is good, because then it can draw into the 3-mana Fireball later.
Yeah, I mean, aggro is the name of the game here. For his lineup so far, I think, almost, because even his Paladin seemed a lot more aggressive than kind of a standard Secret Paladin. So I'm curious to see what that warrior is. I hope we get to see it. Double Knife Joke though, wow. Just need a muster, right?
Yeah. But it's not, not going to live that long. Like I said, the Torch is just going to get used to then put the... There's even a chance, actually, to use Mana Worm Frostball there instead. That puts a minion on the board, so
I think
pretty strange.
That.
Yeah, you do want the Torch used early, so you get that Fireball in your deck later. But that would have left a Mana Worm on board, which would be nice.
And then he would have had 2 damage to go to face this turn.
Yeah. Draws the other Ice Block and the Frost Nova. Okay.
This Murloc can be very scary because it can give healing to this Paladin. It could give him an anti-heal bar. But Murloc battles are going to commence right now.
Yep. It's actually buffed the old... Oh, there's the shake of the head. It buffed the Murkai enough to just straight up kill the Mana Worm, which kind of sucks.
And once again, this deck has just been a nuisance for Chloe. He's just getting a bit frustrated with some of the outcomes.
The second you lose tempo, it's definitely rough.
And this deck, he hasn't done any damage to... He hasn't done any damage to his face yet. And it's an aggro deck.
Oh, there we go.
Turn 5, going for the Paladin, he's taken 2 damage. If you look at that in comparison to Robin playing his Shaman deck, he was taking his opponents down to 16 within 4 turns.
And when you're battling against a board that you're actually behind on, it's even harder. There's just... I mean, look at his hand, it's just all burnt. He is just going to Fireball face, I think.
No Mana Worm?
Yeah, Mana Worm could be good. He's just going to ping though. He needs all the damage he can get, I think that's the thing.
No,
with the Mana Worm, if the Mana Worm just dies next turn, then it's done nothing, whereas the ping at least is 1 extra damage. And more Murlocs to buff the Murlocs.
So you can get another Murloc to buff his Murloc.
I mean, certainly will, because any Murloc... Oh, there's the cutest one in gold as well. Look at it, blinking away. Yeah. Trying to be a soldier with the sword, it's nice. This is literally, he has Ice Block up, and he has Frostbolt Iceland still, so, and a Frost Nova to just delay 1 more turn, so This is what the deck does. Suddenly the Paladin's at 12 health, and he does need to draw into some heal. The True Silver's going to help a little bit if you just True Silver's face, which probably is the play.
Murloc. Oh man. Like you said, he's in a situation now where maybe one or two more burn cards, and he could close this out. But
so he has 7 damage. He's going to Frost Nova this turn, certainly.
Missiles just not very effective, unfortunately.
Oh, he might not Frost Nova because the weapon still procs the block. So he probably Frost Nova's. Oh,
all in.
I don't know why you'd Frost Nova this turn. Okay, it's to guard the mana. Because if he procs the block, then the ice block can proc it to 6 attack, then he can ping for 7.
He's 1 damage off lethal at the moment, and that's not including his draw. But he can silence this Mana Worm, and he can Cog Hammer as well.
Well, I think he needs to Cog Hammer then Belcher.
Yeah, do you think that's better? Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah, well now what's... Oh, okay, he's trading that way, and then he can play back. Yeah, I was going to say, if he just silences the Mana Worm, then he's filled his board with creatures, so he can't do anything else. But I just think Cog Hammer Belcher. Well, you hit in face, prop the Secret, and then Cog Hammer Belcher. Because that's 2 taunts, like, that you just can't get to with Divine Shield.
Oh, if this hits a 1/1, it's pretty rough. Oh, Loot Hoarder.
So
you ping your own Loot Hoarder, right?
Maybe not this turn, because you need to play Ice Block, right?
Yeah, he could have... He could have found a... Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Still no healing.
That's not going to help. See, now that... I mean, has he used 2 fireballs?
He's used 1, as far as I know. And now you can play Belcher as well.
Yeah, but the Belcher on he has 2 goes at drawing enough burn.
Actually, I wouldn't... It might be worth not playing anything in case you draw Heal Bar.
It won't matter, because you're either dead or you're not this turn, right?
Yeah. Oh!
Nice Lance. Okay, so he needs to draw Frostbolt.
Yeah. Oh, man. And once again, the mage so close, yet so far.
He's even killed himself. Feels that bad.
And this must be kind of a bit of a... I don't know, I would feel so disheartened with my mage deck right now. It's lost 4 games in this tournament in total. That's pretty rough.
Not 1-1.
Not 1-1. So, Chloe's mage falls short once again. Again, very close, but just not quite enough. It just runs out of steam, it seems, at the moment.
But you can see how the deck works, right? Because he was really close, and he had a terrible opening. He had to open against Double Knife Juggler, which is horrendous. So, you know, I think he can take a game. I'm still with him on this. I'm confident that he can take a game.
Let's go, Chloe.
Deck. Yeah. He's actually 0-4 with this deck, but he can take 1. Lock it in again, Chloe. You got this. You got this.
Just do it. You're going to have to win with it eventually, right? You might as well prove to yourself and to your fans that this mage deck can do something other than lose you a tournament. At the moment, anyway.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see if he does lock in the mage deck again. He does have a couple of other... Well, he has a lot of options, right?
Yeah.
Is it 1-1 now?
Yeah, it's 1-1, so he still has Face Hunter, Mystery Warrior deck, and he has a mage. I guess the thing that is really kind of worrying for Chloe here, going 0-4 with this mage deck, is he's in losers bracket. If he loses this game, he's out of the tournament. So
yeah, the loser of all these matches, this match and the next match today, are going to be out, and the winner just about holds on. So this is... Whose deck is this?
So this is LoveCX's
Druid deck. Which, again, fairly standard, what I will call Chinese Druid deck. By that, I mean standard deck with Scenaris.
There's no Aspirants, though. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Dropped the Aspirant for the Scenaris, I guess. That's why he's made the cut.
Or maybe
and there's a Harrison in as well, which is pretty good. Everyone's playing Paladin at the moment, and Warrior. So, you know, that's pretty reasonable pick. Even Rogue we've seen, not so much in this tournament at all, but we on like the European scene, we've seen Rogue be played quite a lot. And he is switching. He does not like that mage deck. He's switching over to Aggro Hunter.
Yeah,
which looks okay. The Snake Trap's fine. Double Explosive is pretty standard. Yeah, this looks okay. Leroy's not something you see too often, but it's more of a surprise, sort of, just a surprise extra burst, obviously, for yourself. Because normally when you play it, you're playing it on like past turn 7, so you can Leroy hero power for 8.
Yeah, it's just an 8 damage burst for the late game, but we're going straight into it here. Face Hunter versus mid-range Druid. No Aspirant to contest the early game. So let's see how LoveCX handles kind of the speed of a Face Hunter deck like this.
Yeah, and he just keeps the Leponome, which is fine. The rest was a little bit too slow. Oh, and he's running Flare as well, okay. So he can now coin double 1-drops, which is nice.
Unless he wants to save his coin for...
Oh, I'd definitely
no.
go drops. You versus Druid, you want to just rush as quick as possible.
You got hero power, right?
Yep, you can just hero power turn 2.
So, wild growth or hero power? I guess you just want to get that Druid of the Claw down as fast as possible, or do you want to clear the board?
I think because you've got 3, 4, 5 drops, then you need to just empty the board and then just chain drops. Because what he'll do is he'll play the Shade, and then he'll just use the Shade to trade, even though that rhymes. Because it's not the matchup where you afford... Ooh. I don't know what I think about Flare. What does Flare do? It draws a card that you're not going to play.
Yeah, you don't quite need it right now. Hero power
just
puts more pressure. Yeah. I mean, as a Face Hunter, you need to be using that hero power as much as you can, and this is an opportunity where you can squeeze in an extra 2 damage.
Yeah, well, if he had no 3-drop, I'd understand, but he has his next 3 turns potentially just done, as he can just chain 3 drops. So it's not like he needs to dig for anything. And oh, that's nice.
Yep, that's gonna definitely slow him down unless he picks up a Hunter's Mark or a Silence.
I don't think he's running Hunter's Mark actually.
No, I don't remember it either. So now he needs Huffer, and he just wipes his own board as well.
Go Huffer. Can we get some Huffers?
Oh, Misha's not too bad.
Yeah, Misha's okay. A bit open to swipe, but Misha's fine.
But Leok would have been devastating.
Yeah. So the trade happens, of course. Drops the Shredder, just puts a lot of pressure on. And now the Hunter's in a dodgy position where they pretty much just have to go aggressive here. Like, as in, like, it's not like they can... You pass the point of being able to trade. That's what I mean.
Yep.
And to like make those, although it's a face deck, you need to make efficient trades sometimes to be able to secure your board. But now it's like so far behind that he needs to just go hyper aggressive and almost ignore anything the Druid does that isn't a taunt.
Yeah, I agree. And he needs to hero power with this Haunted Creeper. He can't play Flare. I mean, he needs to be able to... I mean, he has a couple of turns lined up here. I don't think Bow's a good idea here, because you're getting 1 extra damage. It's not mana efficient. Here you get a body and you get a hero power. And then next turn, he's got an option for Bow hero power, or he's got Argent Horse Rider hero power. I don't like this at all. Not at all.
He's paid 3 mana for 2 damage. Yeah, he's got the body, but you could have had Creeper and 2 damage.
He's played... Yeah,
and like...
Yeah, it's terrible.
And the Druid just won't care. He can just kill it. Easily.
Yeah, I think that's a bad play. So a bad Face Hunter play there. I mean, you and I have played enough Hunter in our time to kind of know what's up here.
Yeah, and this is just going to get progressively more out of reach. He's just ignoring it. That's how confident he is. He's just ignoring it. So now Bow. See, now suddenly the turn just feels a bit weird. And
Why
Flare,
are you flaring? You should be hero power in there. Do you want to kill this Hunter and this Druid or not?
No, he's killing the Shade, which is reasonable.
Okay, so I completely missed it.
Do you remember Flare removes that stealth thing?
Oh, I thought it just did secrets.
But yeah, so the Flare, it's okay, but again, the trade's not helping you. You need to just hit him in the face and hope it's enough.
Yep, he's like I said, he was past the point of trading a long time ago. He's got 19 health on turn 6. He should be at 10 now. You should be able to pretty much take him out from hand in the next 1 or 2 turns. Okay,
so realistically, what do we need for... So, is there a way that you can outrace the combo? I don't think Leroy's it yet. I think you have to, like, Creeper and hit face hero power. Or maybe Creeper quick shot. I'm working out where you can Leroy abusive hero power at some point.
Because if you plays Leroy now, doesn't he just set up Savage Roar next turn?
Yeah, Savage Roar, what would that be? 6 on it, 10 on 12. That's 18 Savage Roar on its own.
on its own. This Haunted Creep has been played far too late. Yeah, I don't feel, personally, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel Chloe's played this deck correctly.
There's been some definitely suboptimal plays. I'm not sure if the Creeper was down, it would have done a lot more and opened up potential kill command draws. But Lothar is probably just gonna lob the game out now.
Well, he still has Leroy, but he's not going to be enough, unfortunately. He's going to be 1 or 2 off.
Yep.
I mean, he still got closer with his lines of play, but he didn't play efficiently. And you need to be quite efficient as a face hunter because, apart from the flare, which is kind of his flavor choice, I suppose, he needed to be rinsing that hero power as much as possible. He wasn't low enough, fast enough.
Yeah, it's just you just wonder, like, so he got him to 3. If he'd not flared and hero powered, he would be at 1, and then maybe if he'd creeped earlier, he would be at none.
Well, if he had creeped hero powers on 4, he could have played Bow hero power on 5 or Argent Horse Rider, and like you said, he was gone past the point of him trading. He needed to just go for face, and he had a more efficient kind of course to take with what he had available in hand and what he could have done to get there, but he just played it kind of a bit differently, and he fell short when it mattered.
Yep, a little bit rough, and having that game follow straight after the mage loss is not going to feel too great for Chloe at all, actually. It's going to be really rough, but LoveCX played pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, LoveCX played really well. Overall, I think he played to the... He knew what he had to do to win. He didn't fight too much for board. He realised that, you know, this hunter probably won't be able to finish me off if I can just keep myself topped up with that hero power. And it worked out. He was 3 damage off lethal.
Yep, it was a bit unfortunate, but we'll see. I mean, what deck is he going to lock in this time? Like, oh, and this is the Tempo Mage for LoveCX, right?
Yep, and he had some success with it yesterday, if I remember rightly. It was his Warlock that really kind of let him down. But even then, his Warlock deck is really interesting. I can't wait to see it again, actually.
Which deck was it? Was it just the Dragons?
The Dragon Lock, not the Mali Lock, but it was like kind of like Mali Lock, but he had like Nefarian and like Alex. So I'm just interested. I want to see that deck work.
Yeah, it'll be good to see it, and I think we probably will see it at the rate LoveCX is going at this point. I just have to say it's favoured, and this is going to be Control Warrior. It's just changing deck again. It's just like, let me find a deck that can win, please. I want a game.
I just want to win one, guys. Just one. Yeah,
so Control Warrior versus Tempo Mage, I think it could be pretty okay. The bash is going to be pretty important, and obviously you just have to mulligan for the weapon early on.
Death Spite is super important. You need to be able to clear those Flame Wakers very efficiently and very quickly. The mage can snowball out of control really easily if it gets a good hand. That's what Tempo Mage kind of does, and it could be a bit too overwhelming for the warrior. But if a warrior gets, like you say, gets some early weapons, gets a bash, can sustain the board up to like 6, 7, things will be pretty good, I think.
Yep. And we are going into the match now, so pretty okay opening hand from the mage, but most importantly, probably the warrior actually has the fiery war axe.
Yep, that war axe is going to be great. Unstable portal, not brilliant just yet. He does have a body in the 3/4, but that's not until turn 3. He really needs that mana worm, but just 2 fiery war axes. So he has a lot of weapon usage coming up.
Yeah, the Clockwork Gnome's going to go down, but going to get cleaned up really nicely. This is one of the nicest things. You clean it up with Taskmaster and have the 2/2 body to try and dead when it goes forward. And the 2/2 combined with the Fire War Axe means you can pretty much kill anything they're going to play.
Yeah, and even the mage is going to play at this point. Decides to keep this coin here. Gets a Mookla's Knight. So, and at 2 mana, that's an efficient way to buff all your minions if you can develop a decent board.
Yeah, the only problem is he's actually falling behind already.
Yeah.
And you need at least, like, you probably need like 2 minions to make it half decent. But yeah, the spell slinger, what we're going to get, some interesting Mass Dispel and Reincarnation? Is that the card?
Oh, is that Ancestral Spirit? I think that's Ancestral Spirit, right? The one that gives you Taunt.
No, I thought that's green, right?
That's green,
Purple
yeah,
is
that's
Reincarnation.
That
Isn't that the one that kills a minion and brings it back again?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Oh, like the card trivia is difficult when it's in Chinese and it's cards that you've like never really played before, and you've just got to remember what those odd names are.
Never even glance at them when you're making your shaman deck. You just keep flicking through the pages.
Those cards just don't exist in the collection.
As far as competitive players are concerned, at least. So what's he going to throw out here? Give it the +1 health. Okay, so he's kind of... Well, does that really change much?
It forces either the weapon or both minions, as opposed to just the weapon.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. I guess the weapon will probably find... Oh! That's... Well, that kind of works out.
That's just a bit... Yeah, it's just... Okay, I just don't have to use the weapon.
He didn't have to use a weapon, and he didn't have anything to
play
play
he's working out whether he can cast that on the Doomsayer to make it reappear next turn to stop the mage playing any minions. I don't think that's how it works. For it. Is that how it works? I don't think...
I don't know. Come on.
Or is it the one that gives it death rattle? I don't think it is.
You know what? I'm going to look this card up.
Have you got Hearthstone open? Because I can open it.
I'm going to try and guess it's... Has he done it? Yes, it worked!
Did it?
Yes, it did work. That was excellent.
Oh, wow, the play. That is actually insane.
Yeah.
So where is that card? So for the card text, give a minion death rattle, resummon this minion. Sorry, it's called Ancestral Spirit. It's not Reincarnate.
I figured it was one of them, right?
Yeah, because there's Ancestral Spirit, Ancestral Healing, and Reincarnate. So it is a death rattle, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty sick play actually. That even happened. That's pretty impressive. Yep. Yeah, come on guys, you've got to give us that Twitch chat. You can't like be upset over us not quite knowing the card text for that one. Yeah, I don't play Shaman.
We don't play janky cards, right? Yeah. Well, most of the time.
So, is this the turn where you play the Mookla champion and hero power? Yeah, I like this. Makes the minions a little... Well, makes this scientist +1/+1 at least. It doesn't actually buff itself, which is annoying.
No, he just goes for the Frostbolt to lock out the weapon here. Protect his Mookla.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And a bit of issue with live feed here, slowing down a little bit. I can't really do anything about it, guys. Do apologise.
We'll catch up.
Dr. Boom, nice and strong turn 7 play there. And it looks like LoveCX is having a bit of a hard time here.
Yeah, it's definitely struggling. It's sort of just been behind all game. No, yeah, definitely don't go for Master Spell here. That's not going to work well with you mad scientists.
No. So Ping is definitely going to be quite good here actually. Gets a buffered board at least.
Oh, and the bot hit face. Okay.
I wonder if he's going to think of missiles then, but I quite like this. Just put on some pressure.
Oh, is he going to risk it? Yeah, he is. He wants to kill the boom bot off, I think. Yeah, he does kill it. Is it going to hit face? Okay, and secret now is it entity and counterspell, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely a counterspell. He wasn't playing effigy or anything like that. I don't think so. I think they were just his 2 standard secrets. So he gets to lock out 1 brawl of 2 potentially. I just realised there's a second brawl going to his hand there. Does he want to give him a 5/5 or does he want to give him card draw? I guess that's why he's deciding. I guess you give him the card draw, right? He only gets 1 draw because you get to weapon it.
Yeah, that's fine. You want to weapon the 4/3 though, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Does make things a little awkward. Oh, he just doesn't play anything. Because you can't give him an acolyte if you can't kill it because he'll just ping it.
Yeah. No, I think if you give him a 5/5, well, you've got 5/5 and you've gained the armor and they've not. So maybe this is okay because you still have the Dr. Boom on board as well. So the priority for the kill is the Dr. Boom, and then if the 5/5 just trades into each other, then you gain the armor, and the longer the game goes on, the better it is for the warrior.
Withdraw there. Might be able to clear the Dr. Boom. He needs one hit on it. Excellent.
Got it.
Can fireball the 5/5 now if he chooses and then go for face, but I don't know. It's looking pretty bleak here for LoveCX at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's okay. The Warrior's not really got a good way to deal with the 5/5. He'll have to like face tank it then execute, which doesn't feel good. What's he going to draw? Grom.
It's not terrible. He can Alex now if he wants and put an 8/8 on the board and say, can you deal with this? Or he could play Grom, and he could hit the 5/5 and weapon it and leave that on the field and maybe bait out another fireball. But it looks like he just wants... I don't know, I think Athletic's a bit passive, really, since you've got nothing to activate it. I'd rather... Oh, he's going for the... Oh, he's got 2 brawls.
50-50. 50-50 go. Oh, he's
can't spell. Into execute. Okay, I like that.
Okay. I mean, he is low, though. So if we see, like, Ronin get picked up, this could be some trouble.
And we do not see a Ronin.
Okay, Master Spell to cycle. Just does draw a card.
And he silences that as well, which is great, so he won't get any card draw off it. And the last entity is going to come down here. And only 2 good minions in his hand so far. Oh, we can give him another Shield Maiden again if he wants.
Shield Maiden Brawl? Brawl next turn, of course. But this is kind of rough, actually, because you can't give him anything, because everything's too big. So if you Shield Maiden, you give him a 5/5, you've got no way to deal with it. So he has 5, 6, 7. He has 8 guaranteed. Plus 6 from the... So he has 14. I suppose you've seen 1 Fireball, so you're not too afraid. And you've seen Frostball, right?
And a Frostball. Yeah. Ooh, and Sable Portal might pick up something. Charge Minion.
Sports stuff.
That would have been fantastic.
Has he got any secrets left?
No, he hasn't.
He's used them all, right? I mean, let's be honest, the 3-mana 6/6 isn't terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain at that.
I think you trade the 5/5 in. Does he know he runs 2 brawls? That's the question.
Well, he's gonna find out next turn for sure. But do you have enough resources on board and in hand to not go face here? And just hope he doesn't have an answer?
Yeah, I mean, if he wins the brawl with anything, really, it's pretty reasonable.
Although Armor Smith generally wins brawls, so I'd definitely play her first. And now he's going to brawl. Not going to attack with... Yeah, I was about to say, squeezing that 1 damage there, Chloe. And he is hoping... The Armor Smith didn't win, but the Acolyte did. That's probably the next best thing, so...
Yeah, and especially with Alex now, like this this is getting to the point where the mage is going to run out of juice. He kind of just needs Ronin.
Oh, I guess you just Flame Wake a Fireball face, right?
Do you? I think you need to wait.
Because Grom's going to be able to clean this up very nicely.
Yeah, and this is probably going to be the beginning of the end now for the mage. He can kill the Grom, but again, they probably just plays Alex, and then how do you deal with another AA? I think he's still got like... Oh, okay, he can draw. Does he still have Boom in this deck? He must have, right? Oh, there we go, yeah. 11... Yeah, you have... I think you have to play Boom. I think you have to either play Boom or play the Conjurer to get an Ice Lance or Frostbolt. You know, just to slow down the Grom.
I think you need to take a risk here. Just play Boom. Hope he doesn't have an answer. Hope his only answer is using Grom. And hopefully the Boom bots will do something, and maybe the Conjurer will find you something. Oh, Baron. So, I guess... I guess he does have to trade, which doesn't really matter, I don't think, because he still has a lot more threats. Coming up. Baron for 1.
Oh, he takes 4 to face. Oh my God.
But he can Alex himself now.
Yeah, it's just he really would like Grom to just take that damage.
Yeah, tank it. Yep, trade's going to go down here. You could play Baron if he wants to do a full clear, but it's way too risky. You just need to Alex yourself at this point.
He could just Baron. I don't know. Alex only heals for 4, right? And you've seen double Fireball. You've seen one of the Fireballs of the 2, and no Archmage Antonidas. I think this is fine. I wouldn't have even minded getting hero power because it still leaves you at 11.
Alright, so what can he draw to help him here? Sorcerer's Apprentice is not the answer.
It's nice though because he can play that and Fireball.
Yeah. He needs some damage from these options. Pyroblast, Fireball, Forgotten Torch, Frostbolt, anything like that. He's got. I don't think he's got the direct damage, unless it's not enough.
He's either got all bad or all good cards. It's a problem pick one way or the other. There's no snap pick here. And what did he get?
Well, that's burst.
Oh,
that's definitely burst.
So now you play the Apprentice, Fireball the 5/5, right? And then you can attack in with the 6/3.
Do you Fireball the 5/5? Can you afford to do it? Oh.
I was doing it this way. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if you Fireball, then you have your Apprentice, then you 6/3 attacks, and then you turn your Apprentice attacks and you pull him off or your Apprentice to do another attack.
Oh, this cleans it up so nicely. Although, you know, LoveCX is still fighting. He's still got a fighting chance, I think. He just needs to draw just Frostbolt. Or another Fireball. Oh, Frostbolt, there we go.
Yeah, that's a card.
Oh, you know, Chloe fought really hard then, and as you can tell...
Oh, he's upset.
He's upset.
The problem there is he could have just Alex. Right?
Yeah, that's why... Yeah,
oh, no, he needed to kill the 6/3.
He could have Alex a bit earlier, I suppose, and just put the 8/8 on the board. I liked having the 8/8 down as a threat, but LoveCX is going to take it, and Chloe's tournament of life is almost over. Run into a little bit of bad luck along the way, and that mage deck is still there, waiting to be played.
Yeah, and then his Warlock just needs to win one game, and then he's through to the next round of the losers bracket to face who is he facing again? He's facing Overcast if he wins.
So the Dragon Warlock, not Malilock, very similar, but it packs Nefarian and Alexstrasza over Malagos and I guess like Soulfire maybe. I'm not sure exactly. It kind of fell short a little bit yesterday, but this is the deck that I'm most interested in seeing from LoveCX, I think. I just want to see what it can do with Nefarian specifically.
Yeah, if he gets that far though, because we've seen that Chloe's actually playing a lot of aggressive decks, so that's the one problem. There's only really, I mean, there is the double heal bot and the Twilight Guardians, but if you don't hit those, some of these aggressive decks can just burn you down so quickly. Because unlike when you're playing against Handlock, you don't have to fear the Molten Giant Taunt issue of when you play an aggro deck to try and like play around in and around that 10 to 15 health mark. Instead, you can just go full burn, full face, and just rush them down.
And Bran is such an amazing inclusion in this deck specifically, because not only does it buff like Twilight Guardian, but the Twilight Drake as well. You know, the Azure Drake gets 2 cards. You get double heal bot, double... I don't think double Blackwing Crypto works. It just hits the same target, right?
Yeah, but you can still kill a 6 health minion or do 6 damage to face, so that's still pretty nice, right?
Yeah, so there's, you know, a lot of interaction this deck has with Bran, so it's nice to see he's kind of made the pure Dragon archetype viable, and the Mage is back with a vengeance. Can he find a win with this deck? I don't know.
So he's got a bit of a better start, but if you look over to LoveCX's hand, I mean, he has a pretty nice answer as well.
Look how beautiful Golden Nefarian is, just constantly breathing fire. It's just infinitely breathing fire there. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
Oh really?
No. Looks cool though.
Okay, right. So at least Chloe has his minions, right? You want the minions early game, burn late game, and he has all the minions so far, so that's something. Double Scientist not as good in this deck straight away, because although they are 2-drops and they put some pressure on early game, you only run ice blocks, so there's no like benefit of getting 2 different secrets.
And LoveCX actually finds more healing, so he has an anti-heal bot and a Voodoo Doctor. And healing is the one thing that is going to cripple this deck. But like you said, he's got that early board. Perhaps, you know, with some good draws coming up, he'll find a burst he needs. Oh, he had the board, sorry. My apologies.
Past tense. The Hellfire, although it does damage to the Warlock, clearing the board's way more important. But again, like, Chloe's managed to just, you know, he's got another Mana Worm, got another Scientist.
But now
he's just going to take... Yeah, he's going to run take the 3 damage to face. This is fine and buff the Mana Worm. So now it's sort of just requiring another answer from LoveCX. And now what he's hoping on every single top deck is some form of just burn.
Now he gets to just dart bomb this, heal himself for 2, develop a body which will force a ping more than likely. Our Arcane Intellect's a great draw from
it's probably the best draw in his deck at that point, actually. And Finley, nice. Finley into life tap, let's go.
Yeah, Finley into life tap or steady shot, which is perfect. And he gets to wield the power of Blackwing, and you know he's not going to get another Ice Block. The Ice Block's already down, so the value from that Death Rattle is being taken away.
Finley's going to come down first. The ping's not going to do anything this turn, so you may as well try and get a different hero power. And he can get the steady shot, insta locked in, and he can. And suddenly, it looks like we're playing on the guys.
Is this the first time he's ever had Finley in the 4 games? I think it is.
I think so, yeah. I think so.
But, you know, he's going to be able to clear the board pretty efficiently here. Still kind of be kind of safe. And then heal bot next turn, more than likely. Oh, more draw coming down. Okay, so Arcane Golem, that's something. Torch, definitely want to throw the torch. Oh.
Yeah, frustrating though, because now it looks like he almost has to Frostbolt hero power. Because you kind of need to use hero power and then nothing else fits. So it's a bit tough. Yeah,
Frostbolt hero power, be mana efficient here, and get that squeeze in that hero power. Pretend you're playing Face Hunter for a second. Oh, it just seems like he's hovering over the torch.
Because the issue with the torch is that if you play it, because you obviously want the 3 mana 6 damage spell later, is he going to get to later? Like, there's still a lot of cards left in his deck.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Pass? Interesting. So Healbot's most certainly going to come down now, I imagine. Hopefully you'll find another Voodoo Doctor to get some more healing. That was actually a good pickup for him, originally. Elven Archer's not too bad. So he's not afraid of the burn here at all. And now he can be aggressive himself, push 10 damage from these Corruptors.
Yep, now again, so he can see. So at least now he can Frost Nova, Frostbolt, Torch, but again he misses hero power there, so maybe he holds off on one of those and uses hero power instead. I do think he has to Frost Nova just to buy himself one more turn.
Yeah, he's lost the Scientist as well. He didn't get that other Ice Block. Torch, and now hero power. You do not Frostbolt at this point. You got 2 damage sitting there. So, okay, that's nice. So Healbot's most certainly going to come down this turn.
Yeah, there's no reason not to Healbot here.
Bran would have been a very nice pickup there.
You can even silence one of his minions, like the 2/2, to just kill the Murloc if he's that bothered about it, but he's probably not. Just doesn't really need to. It's not going to change anything. He can dart bomb the 2/2 if he really wants, but let's put it this way: like, unless another Frost Nova gets drawn, he's popping that block next turn.
Tempo BGH. Oh, that's fine. I think that's perfect there. Puts a 4/2 body down. Gets a Frost Nova. You called it there. Caster's Curse.
Easy. Man. I just wish I could do it with my own cards. I'd just play Paladin and be like, so, Minibot, Muster, Shredder,
Low-Fed,
awesome.
and so on.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be awesome.
Alright, so gets to lock out the Ice Block for one more turn and gets to put some card draw on the field. He still needs to find more burst. Alex, oh man.
Yeah, that's probably going to seal the deal, because unless he can burst for 14, which I'm pretty sure he won't be able to, like, even if he just fireballs face, then Alex is going to come in. And I don't even mind the double taunt here, because it just negates any sort of form of charge minions completely.
That's true, yeah. The only issue is, if he wants to play Alex and he plays another minion, and none of these minions can actually like get rid of themselves, he won't be able to Alex himself. So that's only
yeah, but there's not going to be a Frost Nova, right? So you can definitely get rid of the 2/2. You can
unless the 2/2s trade into the 3/6.
Yeah, that's
it's very situational, right? But you might
screw it. The firing go. What's he get? Polymorph. Oh wow, mirror image. Okay.
more taunt.
So he has to. So you can squeeze in 2 damage here.
See what he draws. More card draw. Okay.
Okay. This is good. This is better for him than it is for the Warlock by far. Because there's Ice Lance and there's Fireball. Okay, so he's got 6.
Now, is he gonna commit?
Oh, this is crazy actually. He shouldn't attack.
He shouldn't attack.
Whoa! Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, the hero power was fine, of course, but the missiles, there was no need. So he has 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh no, yeah, he just has lethal. He wins, right? He wins.
Fireball.
I told you this deck could win.
Oh yeah, hero power. Yeah, it's steady shot now, isn't it? So yeah, Alex is not going to be enough here. And finally, the mage, after all that suffering and pain and despair, will get its win.
But this is how the deck looks, okay? It's not great, but yeah.
That's its objective. Draw lots of cards.
It doesn't look pretty, but it works sometimes.
Yeah, it can work. I think is a more accurate statement there. But yeah, he gets it to 3-2 now, so the mage does take a win there.
And he finally doesn't have to play that mage this set now.
Or ever again, if he chooses.
Oh no, if he wins, he might have to play it again.
Oh, that's true, that's true. Wow, there's potential for him to never have to play it again. I wonder if he actually would play it again if he's confident in it after its performance.
Well, he's locked it in, so he ain't got much choice for this tournament. But yeah, he takes the win with the mage. I think, does he still have his hunter left?
So he has, yeah, the face hunter and the control warrior left versus the Mali lock. The Mali lock almost got there, but I think that last cold light kind of sealed the deal because the card draw was more important to Chloe than it was to LoveCX. So yeah, a bit unfortunate there, but you know, I guess I'm happy to see the mage win. He won't be completely disheartened. Yeah,
and Chloe actually still has a chance to win because the Control Warrior, although there's a lot of sort of chunky minions in the Dragon deck, the Control Warrior excels at dealing with large minions, and with double Brawl, you know, he can actually just let the board build up and clear it. So there is still a chance, and he does actually lock in his Warrior first. And then his Face Hunter can just try and do what his Mage did and just sort of push them down.
So I guess the way LoveCX wants to win this is it becoming more of a mid-range deck and just kind of putting a lot of early pressure on. But like you said, double Brawl is definitely going to be a thorn in his side because it's going to be able to... Well, does he know there's double Brawl? I'm not sure. I can't remember if he revealed it.
I think he did. I might be wrong though. But yeah, I can see Peddler on 2. Normally pretty nice. Oh, he's tapping. That's interesting.
I guess you can play Peddler on 3. That is an option as well.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, maybe he just doesn't even want to play Peddler. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wants to chain tap and make the Drake as big as possible.
Well, that's true. He's playing against a control deck now, so he does have time. And he does have Forsen in his hand, so perhaps his mindset here is draw lots of cards, get a good Forsen off. Alright.
So the Drake, this normally requires an execute or a shield slam of some kind. Killing it with actual just normal damage doesn't work, as its health is far too high. You can armor up, shield slam.
Coin axe.
Yeah, I think he just has to, right?
Yeah, it's a rough play though. Using your coin like that, especially when you got like 3 6-drops going
and
forward.
No turn 5.
Yeah.
Maybe you just armor up and pass. Armor up, pass, and then coin Sylvanas. Oh, like equip the fireworks. It's fine, of course. But yeah, you don't attack. You don't have a turn 5 play, and you will have multiple turn 6 options.
And another card draw, another dragon. So this Forsen's gonna get a lot of value here. A bit of some extreme choppiness at the moment, guys. Apologise for that. It's back.
So Thorson gets dropped down. It's a card that you don't see too often in Control Ray, actually.
And Thorson's gonna get... No, I guess you can Blackwing Corruptor it. And then... Oh, you can Dart Bomb Mortal Coil.
You can just Blackwing Corruptor Mortal Coil.
Oh yeah, that's true, the spell power, yeah. Blackwing Corruptor Mortal Coil seems pretty good here.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Now he's got to just slow down though with his own board and then think about Brawl. He's got a strong board and this could just straight up win him the game, but I would like to not see any more minions be played for a while.
Yeah, he doesn't have to commit too much because, like I said, it's control, almost a control mirror to some extent. And now he can kind of throw the ball in the Warriors' court, start trading. Silence is going to be so good against Sylvanas.
Is there any chance of lethal next turn? So Dart Bomb does 4. Hellfire does 4, so that's 8, 16, 9. No, this is not close enough quite yet. Oh,
picked up another Dart Bomb.
Another Dart Bomb?
He's not quite there yet, I don't think.
He needs to pedal it into Soulfires and he'll be fine.
Overwhelming? It's close. Is that it?
It might be because you can double Dart Bomb.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Get wrecked. And then we saw the punish there of mainly Chloe's hand of the fact that there was no executes, which were really important. And that Drake's been there from turn 4, untouched. So that was definitely rough. And hey, yeah, I mean, LoveCX takes it. Probably the fastest control mirror game I've ever seen.
Yeah, very
I just played minions and then